Welcome, traders, to another Tick Mill trading update with me, Patrick Munley. We want to take a look at a few of the global indexes. We're going to look at the Nifty, the Dax, the China 50, and wrap things up with the Russell. So starting with the Nifty, we had a nice five-wave sequence from the November lows, subdivided nicely, completing into the highs that we saw in the middle of January. We're now in a corrective sequence, and we're tracking a potential three-wave corrective move here. Whilst we maintain resistance at the corrective trend channel at the 21,500 level, we're looking for a pullback and a quality objective versus the 21,780s, which gives us 20,960. That coincides with a 38.2% retracement of the prior advance, which would be a nice area for us to watch for bullish reversal patterns to engage on the long side, initially targeting move back into our potential B-wave high here at that 21,780s. And then we would look for an extension through the prior cycle highs, initially targeting a move into the 127 extension if we base in that 20,900, 20,800 area, which gives us an upside objective of 22,480s as the target to play for. So that's the Nifty setup. Let's move to the DAX. So the DAX has also been in a corrective phase versus the highs that we saw into the back end of last year. We've had a three-wave corrective move that has completed into this month. So if we bring in our equality objective versus the swing structure there, you can see that we held that equality objective into the 16,450s pretty much to a tick, and we have since extended to the upside. We're now getting a couple of closes here above the 78.6% retracement of the correction, which should set a course now for new highs. And we've got a couple of targets here I want you to pay attention to. Any corrective move now should find support into the trend channel and the high volume nodes, so 16,860s to 16,830s. Watch for bullish reversal patterns there. Want to engage on the long side, looking for a break through the prior cycle highs. And the immediate upside objective is going to be monthly projected range resistance, 17,280. The 127 extension of this corrective phase, which gives us the 17,299. So 17,300 becomes a pivot. If we can extend further there, then we have the weekly trend line projected resistance coming in at the 17,450, which coincides with the 127 extension of this last major weekly decline. So some pretty meaty upside targets to play for there if we can hold the trend channel support, and we'll be playing that on the long side. We're going to take a look at the China 50 here now. The setup here is versus the current swing lows that we have in place on the weekly time frame. Initially, we've got a bullish weekly reversal pattern last week, and we've seen some follow through here. Note on the daily, I'm going to blow the daily chart up because this is what I really want to pay attention to today, is we have these trend channels that we've been trading in since putting in those highs at the beginning of February 2023. And we got some nice bullish reversal patterns developing with momentum divergence in play on that last push to the downside. And obviously, we've had some announcements coming out from the Chinese authorities and the PBOC with regards to the RRR rate cuts going to take effect into February. A nice bullish outside candle yesterday. And this is one of my favorite candlestick patterns. We've got this bullish inside candle developing now. So as long as we close at or near yesterday's highs on this candle, ideally we push higher to test the tail here, so the 11,380 area. What I'd be looking for then is an extension through there, and I'd be looking to target a move similar in scope and scale to the last major correction we saw in the May to July period last year. That would give us an upside objective at 11,930. The 38.2% retracement of this last leg to the downside comes in at the 11,780. So I want to pay close attention to how price responds there, because it could be setting up, if we get into this zone, for the next leg to the downside, or we could have a more significant base in play, and then we can start to be thinking about a test of the major trend channel resistance coming in back towards 12,600. But for now, my focus is really upon this close today and looking for this bullish confirmation. I'm already running preemptive long positions at this stage, given the setup currently, and looking for that final confirmation to add to the position for those initial upside targets. Okay, going to wrap things up looking at the Russell. Let's pull up the multi-time frame view here. And on the 4-hour, last week I was talking about the potential for a correction to extend to the downside to target the 1845 level. However, I did note that technically we'd done enough on the downside to potentially complete the correction into that 1905 level, since seen a bullish upside advance. And what I'm watching for now is versus this double top high here, so the 2016 level, I'm looking for a close through there to engage on the long side, initially looking for a retest of these prior cycle highs, 2097, with the potential to extend further to target the monthly projected range resistance and the 127 extension of this pattern. So that would give us a 2211 upside objective. But like I say, need to see that break of these this 2016 to confirm the pattern for me anyway, and then I'd be looking to deploy long exposure for those upside objectives. The alternative scenario is we hold these current highs, and if we do, we take out this trend channel support coming in around the weekly projected range support 1942, then that could suggest that we do see another side of corrective downside, taking us to 1857 before once again looking for a move to the upside. As always, traders, plan the trade, trade the plan, and most importantly, manage your risk. Until next time, thanks very much.